This channel is sponsored by Creality. Go to Creality.com and find all of your 3D printing tools.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Basically, I'm back down here at Dario's place, and he's got a new project, and we're gonna go take a look at it. I think a lot of you guys are gonna like it. There's gonna be a lot of crossover between the two of us, which is awesome. He's gonna do some really special things with his project, but let's stop yakking and let's go take a look. All right, well, there's Dario, and there's his OEM tub of a Aventador SV, and he's got some of the subframes on there. Say hi.
Hey guys.
So Dario's going to be doing a channel on this build because I'm going to keep bugging him until he does. And you'll be able to not only watch it initially through my channel, but when his fires up, we'll go ahead and let him take over. But this is really a nice tub that he picked up in California. You can see here that it's got the original glass, which I'm highly jealous of. He does have some work to do on the front subframe. There are some cracks and stuff, but he's a master fabricator, so you know. It got a little toasty back here, it seems. Why don't you tell me about what happened back here?
It looks like I think he was in a wreck with that front right corner.
Yeah.
And then something happened back here, but the motor obviously caught up in flames. And the funny part is I saw the motor at the dismantlers. The engine block looked amazing.
Yeah.
It was almost like the upper electronics is what caught fire. But you could see this carbon fiber took a pretty bad hit. So,
yikes.
yeah, it's going to be a little bit of structural repair, but I'm excited about it.
Well, I think having a master's degree in composite engineering will help.
Right, it does. It does. This is the stuff that I live for here. So
and we've talked about this on the channel before. Dario helped me with the McLaren and gave me some advice on repairing the upper part of that tub. So so he's
fiber is easy. Man.
There you go. There, you heard it here. But you got the two gas tanks. They seem to be in good condition.
Yep. I might keep those there. There's a fuel pump. What appears to be a fuel pump in here.
Yeah.
So as long as it's not like a high pressure unit, I think I could probably use that for the donor motor.
Cool.
Whichever route I end up going. So.
Yeah, we won't reveal that now.
Not
yeah,
yet.
Good. All right, but as you guys can see, this is a really solid tub, except for that little bit on the roof, which effectively is non-structural. Basically, all of the suspension stuff. Are you going to go OEM with that?
I think so. Yeah, you can find them for relatively cheap. So, and all the studs, even the front ones, are in really good shape. So I'm hoping I could just buy an upper control arm and it just bolts right in there. So
excellent. And that one, even though it has the fire damage on it on the other side, the main structure seems like it's in good shape.
It is, yeah. And I've also got the sacrificial one up there.
Oh yeah. So you've got this piece here that you can basically put back on that piece and do better than factory welds.
Yeah. Yeah, those factory welds are not good.
That's cool. Well, hey, thanks a lot. Really appreciate you giving us a tour here. He also picked up some stuff for us, so we'll be seeing that a little later on, and what we're going to be doing with it. But stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see him soon on his channel.
I'm starting it soon.
All right, great.
Footage, so.
Excellent. All right. Hey everybody, so back at the shop. Hope you guys are interested in Dario's project. I think it's going to be amazing. So we're going to keep track of him until he kind of comes up with his own channel. Again, this is to Dario. Get started, because I know he's got some video. Anyway, we're going to help him out, and we're going to keep tight reins on his project so that we can do some 3D printing for him, or give him some models or whatever he needs. So now, what that means, one of the other reasons I was down there is he brought home something else with him that he gave to me. And let's go take a look at what little goodies he had. So, he actually picked up a Chinese fiberglass kit. And while this kit is obviously got some issues, I think those are repairable. But the nice thing about this kit is it's a it basically, they did molds off of a real Aventador. You can tell that by all of the factory parts that are on here, as far as the mounting places and things of that nature that all match up. So that's going to be really great for us. So we got this front bumper. We actually got a rear engine cover. Problem with the engine cover is this is for a coupe, not a roadster. So I don't know if we're going to keep this one or maybe sell it. So because we need one for a roadster, and that's what we already have on the car, so we can just finish that one up. The other big thing is it's got a complete rear bumper, which is really nice. Saves me a lot of time and energy, and also came with this laser cut back panel where the exhaust comes out. So I'm pretty happy with all of that stuff. Again, you can see kind of the OEM mounting points for most of this kit. Now, it's not the best thing in the world, but it seems to be fitting really well. Let's go take a look and I'll show you. So what we've done is we've used, obviously we've got our 3D printed door, which fits beautifully here. Obviously there's a little bit of a gap, but that needs to be worked out. But you can see this side spat is working really nice along with the entire rocker, and then the lower side skirt is also fitting nice. And these, the beauty about them is they're bolting right up to one another, and also the structure that I had for the car. So I didn't have to do any extra structure, which is absolutely fantastic. And if I lift this door off, move it over here carefully, you can see it's got the OEM sill plate here, and that I bolted to our 3D printed piece, our inner sill. So that's still gonna stay with us. So there will be 3D printed elements to this car, but it's not going to be completely 3D printed. And then it meets up nicely with our, as you can see, with our fender there. So yeah, this is going to save us a lot of time to get this thing in primer, and then potentially paint. The other beauty about this is that we got a rear deck as well as the spoiler. So the spoiler, the rear deck, all of that stuff. And as you can see, we've got our engine cover here, which is slightly different than the coupe. But so we've got a little bit of a fitment to be adjusted, but these panels are still able to adjust. But it fit pretty darn close on first go. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, so you can see that it fits really nice. And we also have the glass for the inset too that came with that other hood. So I think things are fitting really well. Let me know what you guys think about this kind of mishmash of stuff, but I think it does have some elements that were a little different on my model that I think are going to lend more legitimacy to the outside of the car. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to move forward with it. It's going to save us a lot of time. Well, there you go. I got this mounted yesterday. Sorry I don't have any time lapse of it. I'm trying to move as fast as I can on this. We now have an event to go take the SVJ to in April in Detroit. So stay tuned for details on that. We're hoping to have it at least in primer, if not painted. So I got the side rockers on, side panels. We got the wing and all of that mounted up in the rear deck. And then also got a good portion of the rear bumper put on. So I had to make some brackets to mount that. And then we've got the diffuser ready to go on the back, so we're going to do that next. But yeah, everything's fitting really well from this kit. So it's going to save us a lot of time. And basically what we have to do on these panels is we have to run a couple of coats of epoxy on the top, another coat on this one, get it released. Same with the roof, and same with the door sills. And then obviously we still have to get this door mounted. The other one is already mounted, but both of the doors still need their fiberglass shell. So we're gonna take that inside and down in the basement, and we'll start fiberglassing these guys up. But yeah, I mean, these panels are turning out really nice. I mean, I only have 2 layers on top and bottom, and with the epoxy being so strong, these are really strong panels. Now the risk here is that, according to my buddy Dario, I have to be a little bit careful with the epoxy because it can be more brittle. I haven't seen any issues with it even in the cold, so I'm pretty confident that we don't have too much of that on here, so that we can finish it well and it won't crack. On the other hand, this guy right here, these panels we got, obviously this one has a big crack in it, but it fit up real nice. And there's a lot of body work that we have to do to these, but not as much as if we were using the 3D printed panels. So I think we're in good shape, but we're going to get to work on that rear diffuser. Just a real quick update on the McLaren. I actually found the schematic for the roof system. So there's a single connector over there that operates the entire thing. There's basically 2 inputs that I need. There's a switch input, which is great because the switch will help make it go up and down, and then the computer can actually detect all of the sensors that are on the roof and the tonneau cover. The other one that's going to maybe be more problematic is the CAN bus that goes to this unit, which I'm guessing is sending a speed sensor command to it. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. Got some of this stuff finalized over here. Still got to work on that over there for the latches, but I don't want to put anything in permanent until we can get this roof operating so that we can make sure that it latches properly. We got these guys. They fit on perfectly like OEM. Obviously, I have some work to do on that side. So anyway, the McLaren's starting to come together too, but we're going to have to switch gears since April is now our due date for getting the SVJ at least in primer and ready for a show. So I'm pretty confident we can make it. I'll probably take a week off in between now and then to really bang out all the body work and some of the painting. But remember, we have the interior pretty much done. So it's just going to be body work basically. The only mechanical stuff that we have to do is we have to get the exhaust back out here. So let's go work on the diffuser. So obviously we've got a little bit of gapping down here we're going to need to take care of. Whether I reprint this or do some fiberglass work here remains to be seen. But yeah, diffuser's in. I think it's looking really good. I love this metal piece here. That's all laser cut, which is really nice. So I think it's going to give it a good finished look. But let me know what you guys think. I gotta print a couple of things on this. Obviously, we have to do the splitter, the middle splitter that goes here, and we're printing that. So let's go take a quick look. With my beautiful new K2 Plus with the CFS system, I'm printing some PETG because I ran out of ASA, but that's something we're waiting on. But you know, it does have an 85-degree centigrade glass temperature, so it might actually do pretty well. This will be skinned in carbon fiber, so hoping that works out well. If it doesn't, I take it out, I print another one. It's the beauty of 3D printing, right? So anyway, this eventually will get glued together and we'll put it on the car. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a long time coming. Lots of fun stuff that we've been doing out with Nick, the engine in California. That was a blast. We had a great time. He's pulling his engine as we speak. Best of luck to him. I hope it's something really simple, and you know, they're working really hard to get that going, so hopefully we'll see some videos from them very soon. I keep pushing, as I say, my buddy Dario to open his YouTube channel and show his build, so that's going to be great. A big shout out to the Creality folks, Star and Optimus, who came out yesterday and wanted to check out how the K2 was going, and also talk about us going to an event in April, which I alluded to earlier. So look for more information on that. Most of this I will link down in the description. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Always comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Love all of the comments. So we'll see you guys next time.